Welcome to this video presentation here at Wimbledon Carriage Company. And here we have the Toyota Yaris on a 19 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some of the controls on the inside. From the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. We're going to start off inside the boot area of it first of all. As we approach the back of the car, you'll notice there are no reversing sensors. That's because this car has a reversing camera. Loads of boot space, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat, should you wish to increase this space even further again. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. Now that we've done a full circle of it though, you can see firstly, the alloy wheels are all in pristine condition, as is the bodywork the whole way around the car. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. Over on the right-hand side, first of all, we have the speedometer and fuel gauge. On the left-hand side, we have the coolant temperature gauge. Above that, you'll be able to see what's happening with regards to the hybrid battery. So if you are charging it, if you're driving in eco or using a lot of the power, you'll have your gauge that will tell you. Also in that section you'll see it says ready. That's just letting you know the car is switched on, so that when it's in EV mode, which it isn't at the moment, the car is obviously silent, but you'll know that it's on. EV mode will illuminate directly above that ready light. In fact, perfect timing because it's just done it, as you can see. In the center we then have the main trip computer. You can change the information that's displayed in this section using buttons on the steering wheel. You can also change the information at the bottom to display the total miles for this car, which are only 6,509, so very low mileage for the car's age. If we back out to the steering wheel, the buttons in question are just here. Below that we have cruise control, on the left hand side stereo controls, and in the center the stereo itself, which as you can see is also where you'll find the satellite navigation. We have a few physical buttons, but essentially that is otherwise a touch screen. So sat-nav's just here. You can pair your phone, which we're not going to do at this moment in time. We have the settings and car menu. Over this side we have your audio menu, so you can turn the stereo on firstly and adjust the volume accordingly. And then down in the bottom left hand corner, once the stereo is on, are the different ways in which you can listen to music. So we have AM, FM and DAB radio, Bluetooth audio, so you can stream your music wirelessly as well as making and receiving phone calls. We have a Toyota friendly app that you can use. We have iPod input, USB input as well. And I mentioned the parking camera. You can see that showing there. So full parking camera. Working our way down from that, we have dual zone climate control. You can adjust the passenger and driver temperatures. You can increase and decrease the fan speed and then determine where you'd like the air to be distributed. When you're happy with those settings, the air conditioning is on at the minute, so that's off, back on again, or hit auto. The car will then maintain the temperatures that you've asked for by taking full control of the fan speed for you. You can override that whenever you wish to. Underneath that we have a 12-volt charging socket, USB and auxiliary inputs, 2 cup holders and the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox. Then down here we can turn the traction control off, put the car in eco mode, and if it's not in EV mode, it is at the moment, pressing this button will put it into EV mode if of course there is enough charge in the battery. The last thing I wanted to talk about is the paperwork we have for the car. So you can see the V5 registration document just there. We have the service book which shows services in 2020, 22, 23 and 24, all done at Toyota main dealers. It's also worth me pointing out that if this car requires an MOT within the 6-month period at the point at which we sell it, we will also do that for you as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, or you'd like a live bespoke video tour of the car, please feel free to give us a call here at Wimbledon Carriage Company. We'd love to hear from you soon.